Inside of today's video, we're going to be looking at some broken strategies within ladder right now, especially since the balance changes. There's a lot of compositions which aren't being spoke about a lot, so we're going through about 4 or 5 really broken strategies so you can push so easily when it comes down to ladder. Guys, we're going to be jumping into the first composition, which you can see on the screen. It's going to be Max, Doug and Rosa. So I'll go through pretty much all brawlers in the composition. First, we're going to be playing Max because it's probably the hardest brawler to play because, let's face it, Rosa and also Doug, you're just going to run it in a straight line. So the reason why Doug and Rosa are so good in combination, Rosa recently got the tank trait, I forgot to call it gear, but the tank trait, so she takes damage, and of course when she's taking damage, if there's a healer on her team, that's just going to help her out even more. So Doug's going to give Rosa the hot dog, which should be able to give Doug that boost, and he can just run into a straight line and overwhelm the opponent. So the key here is, especially in Brawl, is to try and finish the game as quickly as possible, because by then of course the opponents will be able to build up their super or whatever else. You can just see here Doug and Rosa are just destroying the Daryl in that interaction. And there's nothing they can do unless they just have like an EMS or something. There's no way these guys can even do anything. So I'm going to use a gadget here. We might be able to get a goal scoring opportunity. We can kill the Barley in time and we can get that first goal. So that is going to be the first composition out of about 5 or 6 of them. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, so jumping into the second composition, which you should be able to just run all over your opponents with. It is Poco, Rosa and Doug. So this is a really good composition to show off against. But the thing is, we're not watching the ball, which is just really dumb. Yeah, I don't know what is really going on here. We should be looking at the ball because, yeah, these guys obviously have got more utility vendors in the goal scoring department, so we need to watch out for that. We do use the healing right there. We can pop our gadget as well and try and take these down as quickly as possible. Thankfully, Doug is on the counter and he should be able to take down Cordelis. Okay, that is a little bit better. It is pretty hard to teach people without VC how to just do this, but we should just literally be able to run in a straight line. Again, kind of being left alone here, but we do have our super right here. We can just push up against this wall, and this is exactly the grouping that I wanted. So we're going to use the healing on the Rosa, but then Doug is still alive and we can just run all over him. So if we just watch the ball in the first interaction, you can just see here how you can just run all over him. Poker double tank, of course you guys probably know the strategy, but it's just way more broken with Doug and Rosa. Guys, so now jumping into the third broken strategy, we actually have 3 tanks in a row here. So we have Rosa, Doug and Jackie. So if you missed it, Jackie actually got a buff as well, which is really going to help in the W key department. You just want to run it in a straight line as quickly as possible. Don't allow these guys any breathing space. I'm going to pass this over to Rosa, and she should be able to walk this one in. We're going to pop the gadget, try and give more survivability, and we're going to be able to walk that in ourselves there. So again, their composition isn't really the best. We are playing at like 900 trophy range, so I'm kind of surprised about their composition, but show it to heal Adrian here. We're actually using the heal gadget as well just to keep our tanks alive here, but we kind of need to go on the aggressive a little bit. We're going to pass the ball over to our Jackie again. That wasn't ideal. I mean, there are better maps for this, by the way. You know, Center Stage was out yesterday, I believe. That was definitely like the perfect map to showcase it, but of course everyone was asking about the top 5 brawlers, so couldn't really bring that straight away. So we're able to get the kill onto Bo, and we haven't even got a super yet, so that's one thing I want to showcase. Of course, a super onto a tank, being able to revive him at full HP is the main reason why this strategy is just so broken. So we're going to allow Amel to just walk that one in. So that's 3 games in a row, just super quick. Let's hop into the next composition. Okay, so jumping into the 4th composition, which is definitely the biggest W key one. It is with Sam, Jackie and Doug. You can just see here, just run it into a straight line. This is probably my favorite one. You've got Jackie with the gadgets, you got Sam just with the additional movement speed you get with the knuckle busters, and just overall the opponents just can't really do too much except for get a full team wipe. But yeah, you get what I mean. probably like a Poco could be pretty good with this as well. Just again, the recent Jackie buff definitely is going to help her just W key up the map as quickly as possible, and just feel like there's less tank counters out there. So it just reminds me of the good old days when Poco double tank used to be so OP. So we've got our hot dog right here. We should be able to use it onto either Adrian or Amel, and it doesn't even matter, we miss our hot dog and we're just going to be able to win that one. So that's 4 compositions. Still got a couple more to go, which are pretty broken. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, so jumping into the 5th composition, which I wanted to try out. I've not really tested it out yet. It is again triple tank, but with an Ashe this time around. The reason why I really like Ashe, you guys know I'm an avid Ashe lover, or maybe a bit of a hater, because he can be pretty toxic. It's because the good thing about him is, say for example, if he's facing off, I don't know, against a bee or something like that, he can still at least do something because he's got his rats. So I think his rats could be the key to success here. But let's try and keep this as chaotic as possible here. Hopefully we can help Adrian push up. And the good thing about Ash as well is, of course, he's got a healing gadget. So just so much healing from everyone at the moment. Let's see here if we can help out Ammo. We need to kind of group up with him as much as possible so we can get, of course, the healing with him. Hopefully Adrian can pass this one up. And that should be pretty much an easy walk-in for Ammo. So yeah, Rosa carrying at the moment. I think that is the key to success a lot of times is a Rosa. Of course, just so broken in this current meta. We did try out triple healer, which just didn't seem to work. But I think it has potential, especially on like hot zone, maybe a more open map. But like it definitely does have the potential. Okay, that hot dog was just terrible. That's the first time I've really tried to even use my super on a teammate. So that is just completely down bad. I'm just going to go down there. Okay, I was hoping Adrian didn't actually get the kill because that's just going to be more annoying. But it doesn't really matter. Ammo's going to be able to walk that one in pretty easily. So you see the key to success a lot of times. It's Rosa and any type of healer. Let's jump into another. It's jumping into another broken composition. We have Max, Poco, and a Rosa. So if you're an avid esports enjoyer, and if you've watched competitive for the longest time, you will remember the compositions with Max and also a bunch of different tanks. The big strategy which used to happen was Max, Poco, and Frank. So I thought I'd bring it back with Rosa. The good thing it is about Max and Rosa is just giving Rosa speed is probably the most broken thing you could possibly do. And I think it's going to really allow Max back into the meta. It's one of my favorite ones as well, but just because, of course, Max got nerfed, it hasn't really been seen too much in the meta, but trust me, I think the Max Rosa combinations are going to be some of the most threatening ones by far. So we should be able to, okay, we give the speed to no one, but again, Amel's just going in absolute ham, and we should be able to just win this because Rosa is just W keying everywhere. Unfortunately, I don't think we can score this one, but we should be able to get the Mortis down in time. Nice, I just managed to pinch the ball before it landed in the goal. And you can actually use the stop out that gives you the additional supers. I'm using running gun at the moment just because I want to be more aggressive, but normally you want to use, I think it's called supercharged, where you get even more supers. But again, these guys just can't deal with the amount of aggression. Adrian's able to slot that one in. Let's hop into another one. Okay, so jumping into the last composition we're going to be showcasing it is Poco, Rosa, and Bull. So Bull did recently get a buff, and I forgot to switch to it, but basically the supercharged gear on Bull is actually pretty good. If you guys were unaware, he did slightly get his supercharge increased. So now when you use a supercharged gear, you can actually literally bulldoze into someone, shoot them once, and then you'll get your super back again. Why is this important? Because you can just cycle supers so easily with Bull now. But that's going to be an easy walk-in right here, unless I somehow mess that one up. But yeah, that's going to be so many different broken compositions. Let me know which one is your favorite. I just think Poco, Doug, any healer, even the likes of Gus can be pretty good paired with Rosa, of course, with the amount of supers she gets. You can even go a pocket heal with Byron. I think there's so many good options to go. Let me know what your favorite is in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.